This is my disc destroyer. It's a mean little machine with one job, testing grinding discs. With so many grinding discs and countless reviews, it's hard to separate fact from fiction. This is where the disc destroyer comes in. It cuts through the noise, delivering real results. No bias, no sponsorships, just cold hard tests. Grinding discs can face a lot of real-world challenges, like high and low pressures, hot and cold materials, and of course, fast and slow speeds. This machine tests it all, so that we can finally find the truth in the reviews. Today I am testing the Norton RazorStar fiber disc, coming in at $6.08. This is one of the most expensive fiber discs I've tested, and yet I can't seem to find any reviews about it. So what kind of performance can I get out of this pricey fiber disc? Let's test it to find out. Let me break this down for you. Each disc will be grinding this test bar to see how much it can remove within 20 minutes time. This will chart out its story and tell us exactly how this disc behaves based on how much material it removes at any given point. But if the disc stops effectively grinding the bar, or just straight up disintegrates, the test is over. Let's begin. I kicked off my tests by attaching a 4-pound weight to my rig. This is roughly the weight of the grinder. When the test started, the disc removed material at a steady rate. 4 minutes in, and the disc was still going strong, but I started to notice the removal rate was slowing down. And by 8 minutes, I stopped seeing any material get cut, so I ended the test. When it was all said and done, I measured a total of 10 inches cut. This is pretty good, but a lot of the work was done in the first 4 minutes, with heavy fall off in the second half. Next, I decided to test a real-world scenario, grinding on a hot weld. To do this, I preheated the first couple inches of a test bar. This will simulate the disc's contact with a hot weld. Once the test got started, I saw an even faster removal rate. This time the disc was able to cut 13 inches before progress slowed again at 8 minutes. So what's going on here? Taking a look at the disc after the test, it seems the RazorStar is glazing. So I'm gonna have to change a test variable to overcome this, to see if I can get even better results. So I added more pressure to my rig, doubling the weight from 4 pounds to 8. And when I ran the test again with the room temperature coupon, the disc immediately took off. The RazorStar was cutting incredibly fast, but the added pressure came at a cost. A little over 4 minutes in, I saw smoke coming from the disc. This told me the surfaces had melted, and we were now cutting into the backing fabric. To avoid a fire, I ended the test. Despite the test ending earlier than the prior two, it still managed to cut a lot of material, a total of 12 inches in half the time. Now all that was left was to test a simulated hot weld at this pressure, and see if that would give this disc one last push. So I added the heat, and the disc once again started off very strong. But, to my disappointment, the extra heat and pressure proved to be too much. With a promising start, the disc started to smoke just 90 seconds into the test. So what can we take away from this? To cut the most amount in the shortest time, use this disc on cold metal with heavy and even pressure. But be careful. Too much pressure with too much heat on the metal will cause the surface to melt fast. Now it's up to you to decide if these results are worth $6.08. If you'd like to see the data I've collected for this disc, as well as the other discs in these tests, I've posted them at the Fireball forum, linked in the description. I'm gonna keep posting more and more of these test videos, so stay tuned to find the truth in the reviews. And if you're wondering why I built the rig the way I did, how it works, and what it's all about, I have a video that goes into great detail that you should check out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.